Very happy to have you here, Kevin. So, could you please begin by giving us a short background about yourself and tell us how Storefriendly has grown over these so many years that we've known each other?
Okay, first of all, thank you everyone. Thanks for invitation. I've been in this industry almost like 23 years. I educated in Hong Kong and I studied in Toronto. Then I back to Hong Kong. Then suppose I born to be like the IT. My major actually is computer science. So afterward, I think that Hong Kong is much more like financial and property-wise business. So that's why during the experience when I studied in Toronto, I've come across a lot of like a self-storage operator. So let's do the self-storage in Hong Kong. So that's why come across right now we have like 130 branches and cover 2.5 million square feet. And recently what we do it's just like acquire the en bloc building, convert to become self-storage. You see the exposure actually is just only cover Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, and we got 11 building in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and also Singapore. So since like 2002 and like 2007, we are the first company who do the wine storage at that moment because the government actually waived the tax for the all the wet wine, right? So afterward, I think I need to do something like out of Hong Kong. So initially, I start like 2011, 2012. I go to Macau first, yeah, because we realized that the most of the self-storage operations is in Las Vegas, because has come across a lot of people like a temporary stay in Las Vegas. So I think it's better to do something in Macau. Still, at that moment in Macau, the property price is so cheap. At that moment, it's talking about like $100 per square foot at that moment. So we have done several deals over there, and afterward we have been in Singapore. During 2018, we are the first company to do throughout like self-storage industry. We do something like invent like a Storefriendly Go. Storefriendly Go basically is their like a robotic storage. Because we have seen that like during 2016 we have faced like an industry crisis because there's a fire happened during 2016, right? So that's why the rest of the like compliance live up. That squeeze our efficiency is pretty low. So that's why we think about like 2018 we are one of the first company who do the robotic storage. So far, then afterward. 2019, we acquired the first building, which is the first en bloc building, because previously when you do the acquisitions, basically it's just like a strata title, like a 20,000 square feet, 30,000 square feet. It's pretty hard to acquire the en bloc building in Hong Kong, especially. Yeah. Fortunately, we can be able to acquire like a 5 building for the past 3-4 years.
All in Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, we got 5 building in Hong Kong and 6 building in Singapore. The rest of them, 120, is a strata title. It's still 50% self-owned. So that's why our industry is like high compliance costs, and also we need to do something like innovation, and also cater with like ESG. So that's why if you see the building, I mentioned about the roof, we have installed like a solar panel, and most of the solar panel generate the electricity. We can be able to self-serve our like almost like a monthly expenditure. And recently, we also installed like a supercharge in order to cater our customer, because most of the customer, they drive like an EV car to our building. We have a free parking for them. At the same time, we give them like a supercharge. So that's why it's not just like a self-storage, it's just like the one stop of the storage service.
Okay, very interesting, especially when you mentioned about innovation, because as you know, recently this AI has been taking over every industry in Hong Kong. So, can you tell us about some of the challenges that you are facing, being one of the pioneers of this storage services here? So, what are the kinds of challenges that you're facing, and how are things like AI disrupting your industry today?
If you look at the AI, according to the currently there's like MIT the review, 95% of the company losing money by using AI. I come from the computer science industry, right? So after I look at that, I spent almost 6 weeks. I study a course in the Imperial College in London to think about, okay, to explore a little bit, what's the AI, right? So I think the way is, if you look at the AI is not intelligent. Its memory is good, but however, you need to educate the AI. So that's why when you look at the AI industry, if you probably have a CRM or ERP system, probably you need to work with the data brick. There's a data brick, like a data reservoir. You need to connect directly to your different system in order to, you need to educate it. Initially, if you connect all the data brick together, it's talking about just the bronze. Then you need to reach out silver and become gold. After reach out gold, you can be able to generate the profit. AI doesn't teach you how to make money. AI can help you to save money in order to reduce the people. Like, for example, right now, if we acquire the building, let's say Lai Chi Kok, for example, our Peninsula West. Previously, if we acquired the building, we got almost 10 management service people, like a management guy over there. Then our OPEX is around like 300 grand per month. Okay, after we integrate like face recognitions, and also we got some counting system, plus we install some of their IoT system in order to check the flooding, water hazard, that kind of stuff. Then we can be able to save almost 80% of the people. So whenever you got any problem, you just dial 999 directly, as I talk to my staff. So at the same time, we imply one of the AI boxes can be able to differentiate the smoke detect and the fire detect. So if there's some smoke arise, then probably they will alert directly to our like a central office. I think most of our customer, they know how much, the way they spend $100, they need to require to get back $150 to $200. Okay, so that's why we spend almost like a 20% of our profits for every single year to invest some of the new technology. If you look at that, like self-storage, and after wine storage and robotic storage, and recently we have introduced one of the pioneer robotic safety box. This safety box actually is we install in the Peninsula West, which is in the Lai Chi Kok area. The nearby, there's the police office just beside over there, which is really, really safe. At the same time, you need to have a face recognition wing, and at the same time, you need to get the password and the key. Then they can deliver like your Boolean bar and a gold bar. Because you see that there's a search for the like a silver Boolean bar this year, which we planned it almost like 4 or 5 years ago. That this project we spent almost like 20 million Hong Kong dollars for that.
So it's actually like a bank then, you have the safety deposit box.
Exactly, because bank doesn't really want to do this kind of business right now, because bank used to have this business with, you need to buy some of their insurance, investment, like a portfolio, then they subsidize with this service for you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So now the new year is approaching. Can you tell us what's in the pipeline for Storefriendly in 2026? What can we expect? Are you going to open any more branches in Asia? Are you acquiring any new buildings? What's the update?
We actually, when we do the investment, it's about like a return driven. Return driven is really important. We need to calculate, okay, what's the IRR, what's the cap rate, entry cap rate, especially for within this difficult period of time. So a lot of people think that, okay, this period of time, high interest rate, and the business is not really good, there will be panic. But the one thing we need to think about, okay, that high interest rate, who's going to pay that interest? Maybe it's U.S. government. They actually, they quantitative easing to print the money to pay the interest. But however, they will eat up the rest of the world like a GDP. So I think, the high interest rate won't stay a little bit longer. Probably will drop a little bit for the next 1 or 2 years. But ultimately, I think the Hong Kong, the Asia, the property market will have a steadily growth. It's already I think from my point of view, it's industrial property is bottom out already.